Today, we are witnessing the birth of a new technology that will change how we detect SARS-CoV-2 that causes COVID-19. You see, one of the biggest challenges we have in controlling the spread of COVID-19 is that the virus has a very high rate of infection, while the detection methods, on the other hand, are old, such as PCR, are old, slow, expensive, and require tedious lab work. We at AMSI and Stem Cells Arabia aimed at attacking the virus by employing an immediate and highly sensitive detection method to deprive the virus of its high infection rate. So we are hitting the virus at its strongest point. The COVID Hunter is a new technology in the detection of SARS-CoV-2 that causes COVID-19. This patent pending technology utilizes a unique combination of light waves, sound waves, combined to hone in on specific physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of SARS-CoV-2. The technology is owned by AMSI and was developed in collaboration with Stem Cells Arabia and Amman, Jordan. This technology is safe, accurate, fast, inexpensive, and easy to use. Inexpensive because you can perform thousands of scans per day. You only need to change the battery. That's all. No consumables to use here. The COVID Hunter can easily perform up to 300 scans per hour. That's a lot. That's very fast. Just the time to scan, 5 to 10 seconds per object or person. This allows the scanning of millions of people daily by using 1,000 devices only. The COVID Hunter identifies infective individuals who are spreading the virus from those who are infected but are not spreading the virus. On another level, after 1 year, we've been into this pandemic almost 1 year, right? After 1 year of human suffering, loss of lives and livelihoods, the only hope that we have today is vaccines. That's all what we got, vaccines. Vaccines work on improving human health by preparing and priming the human body before the actual infection takes place. The COVID Hunter does not compete with vaccines. The COVID Hunter complements vaccines. While PCR and antibody tests require sampling, performing chemical reactions in the lab, and tedious lab work, the COVID Hunter is based on the immediate, direct detection of the physical presence of the virus inside the human body. If SARS-CoV-2 is present within the area scanned by the COVID Hunter, an immediate signal will be heard or seen by the user indicating the positive identification of the virus. An additional and unique feature of the COVID Hunter is the ability to identify and detect the virus outside the human body on contaminated objects such as door handles, mobile phones, and other objects. We then performed two types of testing. There are two types of testing. First, the testing of nasal swab samples was carried out at a licensed diagnostic laboratories certified by the Ministry of Health in Jordan to perform specialized COVID-19 testing. These tests aimed at measuring the accuracy, sensitivity, and specificity of the COVID Hunter prototype devices compared with PCR technology that's available for this test. Second, our team was granted an institutional review board called IRB approval from the Ethical Committee at the Royal Medical Services in Amman, Jordan, which is the highest medical facility quality-wise in Jordan, to perform testing on confirmed COVID-19 patients who are residing within the quarantine areas and in hospitals. We performed thousands of tests on confirmed swab samples and on infected as well as healthy individuals, and the results were outstanding and were submitted to to the US FDA here as part of the EUA application, or Emergency Use Authorization application, to approve this device for use later on. Additionally, our team was able to discover the virus on the hands and feet of uninfected domestic pets. So these are animals, demonstrating how animals can be silent transmitters of the virus from person to person within the same household. In summary, our results showed that the COVID hunter can immediately and accurately detect SARS-CoV-2 inside and outside the human body, with high reliability and ease of use.
Reopening businesses and returning to normal this year is not only possible, but certain, thanks to the technology we are announcing today. The COVID Hunter system would work like this: rooms, restaurants, venues, vehicles, hospitals, hotels, schools, offices will be scanned for the coronavirus and its evolving strains immediately. Wherever the virus is detected, it will be cleaned and retested to ensure the disinfectant was successful. Then any person or object entering the room will be scanned and immediately be shown to be clean or a carrier of the virus. We at AMSI owe a great deal to all the medical and engineering research that over the years has been taking place in the country of Jordan. King Abdullah has created an atmosphere for research in all of the human fields of medicine, unlike any other country in the Middle East. A group of scientists, researchers, and inventors in Jordan exclusively developed this revolutionary technology and utilized the latest scientific and medical knowledge to enable the detection of different strains and mutations of SARS-CoV-2, also known as COVID-19. Although Americans may not be accustomed to thinking about medical breakthroughs coming from the Middle East, I believe the COVID hunter may change that view forever. Yesterday, our FDA consultants, Biologics Consulting Group, Inc., submitted an emergency use authorization request to the FDA. Because the COVID hunter is a critical weapon against the pandemic, and the demand for the technology will be unparalleled and immediate, AMSI is taking initiative by arranging production plans while simultaneously working with the FDA to secure necessary authorizations. Lastly, with such a massive demand for the COVID hunter, the question becomes, who will be the first to receive the device? Frontline healthcare workers worldwide are the leaders of the fight against the pandemic and must have access to the supply of this product at the outset. Their fight is our fight. The COVID hunter technology will go also to the heads of governments worldwide for immediate positioning in their respective battle against the pandemic.